Hi crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree and my channel is Turquoise Dreaming. I'm so glad you're here. So if you saw the videos where we worked on this cover together, we worked on the front one day or the outside, and then the next day I think we worked on the inside and put the pockets in and the trim on the inside and outside. So today I wanted to get started on the pages, and a lot of you said you wanted to see, every single little bit of creating it. So I'm going to try to do that. I know, I hope it's not boring and things like that, but, it takes, there's a lot of steps, and it takes, time and, figuring out things and, just decorating pages. I do pages after I create the cover. I do the pages, then I do the trims, then I decorate, and then I put in ephemera. I think pretty much something like that. So that's kind of my formula, but not, not like I can't switch it up as far as, maybe I want to put in ephemera and then decorate. I don't know. It's not a, hard and fast rule that's how I do it, but just to share what I usually kind of do. So this is a 6-ring binder, like I mentioned, or like you saw in the first couple of videos. And so it was already together. I didn't put this one together, and I had got this from a thrift store, but I just did a 6-ring binder where I did put one of these into a little golden book and made that into a journal. Super fun, super cute. And I have some of these pages from a journal that I had bought, like a commercially made little journal with these craft colored pages in it. It's a 6-ring. It was a 6-ring little binder. And so these fit in here perfectly as far as fitting on the ring. So I used this for a template in the little golden book, and I'm using it for a template here. But for this is a little bit wider than the a little bit wider, I think, than the little golden book. Little golden books are about, I think, what are they? I don't have one. Do I have one right here next to me? No, of course not. When I need one, I put them all away. But this this journal is, yeah, they're like 6 inches wide, and this is 7 inches wide. So I need my pages to be a little bit wider. So like this was a good size for the little golden book, even the width pretty much. But I need, for this journal, I need my pages to be about 1 inch wider. So I'll make, let's see, I kind of have some papers here from the school themed collection, scrapbook paper collection kit that I'm using. And what we can do is first pick out, we used this star paper here on the inside, which I think is really cute, and I like the colors, and I like it as an overall kind of almost, even though it's, lots of different colors and stars, it's also a very good generic background because it's an all-over pattern, and it doesn't kind of overpower the pocket or anything. It just kind of goes together very well, I think. But the next, I want to pick out let's pick out the next page and make the first page. So I like the first page to kind of go with whatever is here, and sometimes the back doesn't matter as much if it doesn't really go, but if it does, all the better. So let's look through. Here's the scrapbook papers that were in that collection kit. It's a Echo Park, and this one I got it from echopark.com, but it's Cartabella. And so here's the 2 colors of this first page, and I like to put cardstock on the outside of all my signatures, even if it's ones that you you fold the papers and you sew it into the spine, because it protects whatever papers if you have on the inside or in between them. So this would actually go good. It has pretty much, I mean, this is all, of course, coordinating anyway, because it's one collection, scrapbook collection. But this would really go good. So I'm going to leave this here as a choice. I'm going to put it right in front of me here. And then just quickly run through the other ones. So I would say this is cute, but no, just because of the color. This could be another page inside if we want to make it a page. This has the good colors, but I really kind of want a more generic kind of pattern to start out with in case somebody wants to put something on there, pocket a picture, whatever, to start out the journal. So this is a little too plain, I think, for the first page. Let's see this one here. This could be really cute. The ABCs. I like this, but it seems like it's competing or blending in almost. Like this one stands out more, and it has the colors. That may be the best one. And here's, you know, another one that's kind of like, you know, a little bit too plain. And let's see. So did we look at this one? Yeah, I think we did. Here's the next one. It looks like a dictionary page, or yeah, dictionary or encyclopedia. And then this one here, I would say no on that. This one with the lunch boxes, good colors, but again, I want something more generic. But oh no, I like that. I like that there. I like that a lot. Let's put that as a contender. And then we have campers. This one, oh, this came in, this is from the summer. I have also out here a summer collection kit of scrapbook paper. And this is campers, and then we have the green background. That got mixed up with my school stuff, but that's fine. This is vocabulary cards, and it says ABCs and little apples. That's actually really cute. Yeah, I like that. Not as much as the other two we already pulled out, though. And then here's a blue plaid. Now that would be cute, too. That would be cute. But I think I like the red plaid better. And then here's this side on this one. I contemplated cutting these out, like individually, these circles here, and maybe using them for tabs and things like that. But if you look at the outside of this paper, all of the ones on the outside are cut off. So it's like almost like I would almost be wasting those. I mean, I wouldn't waste them, but if I was just cutting out circles, it would just be these in here. So I'm going to leave it together and see what happens. But, okay, so then the next page is the stickers. Okay, so we narrowed it down to these two. So once again, and I can always switch it up. And the problem is, well, the thing is that, like I said, these have to be a little wider, inch wider than that paper. So normally, like with the little golden book, it's about 6 inches wide. So I can get easily 2 pages out of one width of a 12 by 12. But since this has to be an inch wider, I don't know if that is going to work. So we're going to try this out right now. So it might work out where we say we put this one first and then make this the last page. Or this could be the first page and this could be the last page. Okay, so let's get our first page is going to be like our new template. Because I need to, like I said, let's start with this striped paper and put our little binder over there. And we're going to do a little measuring and see how wide we need to make this. So let me get a pencil. Let's see, I got one here somewhere in my little jar. It's short, so it's down in there. But yeah, this is a little jar I keep in this little organizer right beside my table. And then, so we're going to, like I said, 1 inch wider. So let's see. So let me tell you how wide this is. This is 4 3/4. So if we make it wider, 1 inch wider than 4 3/4, it's going to be about right. So there's the 4 3/4. So 5 3/4 is right there. Huh. So that's good to know. See, I didn't know that's under 6 inches. So that means if that works out, which I think it will. Let's try it just this way. Let me show you why I'm doing that. So I kind of already showed you, but let me show you if I didn't make it clear. Let me show you one more time. So here it is, closed. So just see, here's the spine right here. You know, I just want to show you it's going up and down. And then I'm just going to open this like as if this were still closed. And I got, see how much room I have there? I don't want my pages all to be like that. That would be way too small. So I'm just going to move this over so I can fit my ruler here. I got to move it over a little bit more. I know you can't see totally, but okay, so an inch wider would be right there. Well, I think so. I think I had another 1/4 of an inch. So if I make it 1 1/4 inch wider, that would be right there. I still think well, I'm trying to keep my spine. Let me keep my spine straight so I can get a proper measurement, or as good a measurement as I can. I think if I go the full 6 inches, I guess that's what we'll try. We're going to try the 6 inches, which is an inch and 1/4 wider, I believe, than that page, this page right here. And so that means we're just going to cut the paper in half. Okay, so I had to figure that out. Believe it or not, I had to figure that out. And so we're gonna try it. We'll try it. I can always use it, and if I need the pages to be wider, then I'll just make another one wider, right? Yep, that's what I'll have to do. But we'll see how it works out here. Let me cut my branding strip off here. So if you see anything that I'm using here, most of my tools, like I don't use a lot of tools, but you know, I have the basic tools, and so I think I want the stripes to go this way. So I'm gonna, when I want to find my halfway point, I just make a little pinch right here, and just barely, like I don't fold it really, so you don't really see a fold once I cut it, so it doesn't, you know, you don't have a fold that's, you know, in the paper really. Anyway, so here we go. So let's see how we did. So I need to cut, let me see the length actually. So the length, it should be good because, see how it is? The length is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to leave the length. I mean, this goes in, you see how it goes on here again. In between this, and it can turn in between this and this. And this is a big, the last one I did had little, like, flat things that you could push that open the 6 rings. This has a very tall little piece here. So you wouldn't be able to go over it with paper. The other one you could, because it was a little flat thing that you could open the binder with. But not this. This is different. Okay. So the length is perfect. So I'm going to use that to measure my length. So I'm hoping that this will be a good width, and then we're gonna figure out the length right now, and then I'm going to use, if this works, then I'll have a page for the front and the back of my little binder here, and all the other pages will go in between these. So I do want to make sure I cut the hole, put the holes on the right side, and I'll show you what I'm talking about what I'm talking about when I put the holes in. So first of all, let's cut our length, because we know the length is going to be perfect, right? We already know that because we have our little paper here that I'm using as a template for the moment until we get our paper that we have a good width. But I am going to use this paper also to punch the holes, so I will continue to use this paper to figure out where the holes go, because as you saw, it went in there in the holes perfectly, turned perfectly. Okay, we got 2 scraps there. And then, so here's our pages. So let's see how they did. So when I put these in, I want this to be my front first page. You know, this will be the back of the page. But when I put it in the back of the journal, I want this facing the back, this color. So, you know, when you turn the last page, you'll be like, this will be next to the paper on the back cover. So I got to make sure that's what I meant when I said I got to make sure I put the holes in the right spot. Because if I put them both on this side, then, you know, that's not what I want. I want this facing the back. So let's, I mean, we're going to use these one way or the other. So let's see how they fit. So to punch the holes, I just, in this regular, you know, cheapy little hole punch that I probably bought at Dollar Tree or Walmart or somewhere. Just a regular metal one, nothing fancy. Is what I use to punch the holes because it fits. It's the same size as these holes and it fits over my little rings perfectly, so I don't get out my crocodile or anything for something like this. And I try to punch, you know, sooner or later you're going to get off a little bit as far as punching the holes. But you know what? I have a 6-ring binder punch. I should get that out. I just remembered I have one. Okay, I'll get that out momentarily, but here's the holes on this side. And you saw I measured so you see the distance from, I didn't have to measure the distance from here because I have this template. But I will tell you the distance in case you don't have a template. I will tell you the distance from here at least. I won't be able to measure the holes for you. But what you can do is if you don't have a template to start with like I do, you can put this right beside your little rings and just make a little, you know, like make a little mark right beside your ring. And you know that will be the center of your hole. And then I will tell you the distance between the side here and the hole right now, if I can, as best I can. Let's see. It's basically one quarter of an inch. If you can see that right there, there's my little quarter of an inch. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4 quarters, and it is basically really right on 1/4 of an inch. Should be good. Let me see. Yeah, let me show you. There's a little bit of a hair more. And this ruler, I mean, technically, if you read a ruler properly, the 1-inch mark starts at the first mark there. So technically, from there to there is 1 inch. But it has extra over here. And that's what I was told anyway. That's what I was told when somebody was saying, do you really know how to read a ruler? The 1-inch mark actually starts right there. That's what I was told. So if that's wrong, it's wrong, but that's what I was told. Okay, so let's see how this fits. As far as how far it goes over and all that. Oh, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. You don't really want it much over more farther than that because if you put trims or something, see, look at that. As I open it up, it goes over, but as I close it, see that? It's pretty much exactly perfect. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It is good. Okay. I didn't know. I really thought it was going to have to be more than 6 inches. That's why I went through all that. If I would have known. But I've never, you know, each journal is unique of mine. I don't do any two the same usually. Even if they're similar, they're not the same. Or even if they're the same, yeah, I said that right. You know what I mean. So, okay, so then this one is going to be our back page. Now I'm excited because now I can cut my paper just in half and it will be good to go. All right. Now you have to figure these things out and make sure you're doing everything the way you want. I mean, you could have less wide pages, but I wanted mine to go out to about right where they go, so right where this one went. Okay, so now this one, see, is going to go like this. And then all the other pages will go in between these two pages. So I got my front. See how nice that looks next to this. And I do want to decorate this pocket too with some paper probably or something. Maybe some stickers. And then you can see how nice that looks next to that back page. Okay, so let's put at least a couple more pieces of scrapbook paper in here. Now that we know. Okay, now so now I can put any scrapbook paper in here I want. Now that I figured out this, so let's pick out our next favorite piece, and then maybe we'll decorate the pockets. Maybe I'll get the stickers back out here and see if we want to put some stickers on these pockets, or do we want to add paper, or what do we want to do? You know, I think I like them the way they are. I think maybe just some stickers. And so, I'm not sure. what my next favorite paper is. I like the ABCs. Let's see, this one has this, so I don't want to use, I want to use something different, even though I'm sure this is very cool on the other side. Let's put that one to the side and not use that because we already have like ABC paper there. And actually this is ABC paper too with I cut one line of these off to use as little, drawing cards or something, decorations, whatever I end up doing. But you could even use them for tabs, but I think I'm going to use some as a page too. I'm trying to cough. Hold on a second. I'm trying not to cough. I'm trying to cough at the same time. Okay, so this one I like too, and the strips I kind of learned to, I used to like, oh, strips, I have to cut them. No, you don't have to cut them. You can still use them as a page. So, I really do like this dictionary page. I might use that one. I think I will. I'll challenge myself to use that one because it's a little bit more difficult to use because I want to cut it in a way that it, doesn't cut off anything. So let's do that together. And that will be more interesting than just cutting a plain paper, right? So here's what we have. I cut off the branding strip. I don't know why I'm trying to cough all of a sudden. I have water and Diet Mountain Dew here, so I have plenty of liquid. Okay, so let's decide what we want at the top and go from there. I like this school days. And here's my length, so we can look at this. Just 1 second. Okay, I got all my coughing out and I took a good drink. So it is allergy season for me as well as a lot of other people right now with the pollen. So, and it's just got real April 1st here in where my part of North Carolina, it always gets really heavy. So that's when it really starts affecting me anyway. So, okay. So I'm thinking maybe I will start with the school days, and then it has a row of books here. So let's see where that goes to. Yeah, it goes to the middle of the crayons. If I put it to the bottom of the crayons, oh, and then I would cut off the school days. That might work. That would work. Or if I go down to the bottom of the page, then I would be cutting off the middle of the books. Okay, so I think, see, this I could use as pockets or even a short page, or, I could turn it on its side and cut it in half and turn it on its side. There's lots of things I can do with that. So in order to keep the whole crayon box row here, let's cut. I'm going to cut off this bottom little row here. That could also be a decoration on the side of a page or somewhere. So I'm going to cut that off right kind of halfway in between the crayon row and on this kind of blank part here. Okay, so we got our crayons. We didn't cut those in half. So see, we have a nice little, that's like what you would see when you go to school and you would see the teacher has written, or sometimes they have a little around the top of the room, you have your, I know they don't teach cursive writing anymore, I guess. I don't know if that's all the schools are like that now, but they used to have it around the room, right? A border kind of up above the chalkboard or something. Okay, so let's cut this right here. I've got my page right, even with the bottom here, my little template. I'm going to use this one to measure the length for right now. And I actually don't have to use these for the width because I know it's 6 inches and that's half, of this page. So I can keep using this and not worry about messing up those. Okay, so I'm cutting, let me show you. See the school days? Cutting right below the school days, if you can see that, and right above the books. Let me see. There's a Y there. I kind of would like to keep that. So I'm going to keep the total of all the letters there, and I've got it flat up against there, so it should be straight. There we go. See? Now that's a pretty strip that we can use for something. So that is definitely another usable strip. And then here we go. These will be 2 pretty pages. And let's see how this is going to come out. So see, that's the way they designed it is you've got a page here and a page here. So that was nice of them to do that. So let's make a little pinch there, right on that line, and see how it's going to be over here. Oh, I think it's going to go right in between these crayons right here. Let's see. Well, that worked out well. I'm glad they designed that page very well, didn't they? They really did, because we could be cutting a crayon box in half right now, but we're not. And don't you love those crayon boxes? I do. Okay, there we go. 2 cute pages. Aren't they adorable? It says Spelling Bee Champion right there. Super cute. Okay, that worked out well. I think it did. Okay, so let's kind of, there's going to be pages in between these, but let's go ahead and put these in here. So let's kind of do them, again, one like this and one like this. So let's do our holes. So this is kind of, just a little craft with me. I don't really consider this a tutorial, even though it kind of is. I consider it more of a craft with me, so I hope you're crafting with me. Okay, so put that one there, and then this one will go the opposite way. And this will be in the front instead of that. So it'll almost look like a different piece of scrapbook paper, even though it's the same. So I hope everybody had a good day. I'm doing this during the week. It'll be published on Saturday, I believe. And I'm doing it on Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday. So exciting. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of time. I haven't had a lot of time to craft, but I fit it in a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes here and there, 20 minutes, whatever. Okay, so we're on our way with our pages. Now I'm going to be on a roll, right? Let's see what we want to do with the pockets. So I've got the stickers here, and I also have the papers and scraps, but I'm thinking, let me also show you one other page, or pages I have here from this collection kit. And when I say collection kit, I mean scrapbook paper. There's not going to be any digitals in here. So this is a really cool cut apart page. I love this little crayon box. I just want to see, is there anything in here I want to use on the pocket? Now I could see cutting this out and putting it in the pocket. That would be cute. This little crayon box. And all these would be cute in here. As journal cards. Sometimes it has this pretty design on the back, but sometimes I won't cover it and let the person decide what they want to do, because if they want to glue it down, then it won't matter what I do to the back. But if they want to make it into a journaling card, then they can put something on the back, and so they have that option to decide whatever they want to do. So yeah, I want to show you that. And then here's the other. This has like lined paper, like writing paper, and then the cut up parts for this are on this side. There's one horizontal, and they're all vertical. Here's the other horizontal right here. But yeah, I like. I really wish they would make them all like this instead of like this, or horizontal or landscape. I'd rather have them all vertical. I think you have more options if you have them all vertical, because you can keep them together and make little booklets and things like that. I mean, you can this too, but it's different. It's kind of different. So anyway, that's that. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with some stickers, since I really do want to use up the stickers, and I think they're super cute. So, and I want it to look I mean, I don't necessarily want it to look like a library book, but I like that it kind of has the library book feel since it's a school kind of themed journal. And so, yeah, I always liked, in elementary school, I liked going to the library. I'm trying to think of what the library was like at my school after that because I went to a public elementary school through 5th grade, and then I went to a Christian private school 6th grade through 12th grade, the same school. And it was a small private Christian school, smallish, I would say. Not anything like a big high school is. Okay, decorations for this. If I put that crayon box in this pocket, I don't want another crayon box. Besides, that's too big anyway, but I like that crayon box right there. Sometimes I will, if I want to use these for ephemera, I will put it down on, say, some cardstock, glue it on cardstock and cut it out and make it into a piece of ephemera. That's just an idea. So I kind of want to use something different on here that I've already used. So let me think here. Here's a little library card. I like these books. These books are calling me, and that apple. I think that I'm going to use those too. Let's just go ahead and start doing something. There, it's hard. Sometimes I don't know why it's hard for me to tell how big they are or how much. Sometimes they look bigger on here, and then when I pull it off, I'm like, oh, that's so small, type of thing. Because I really would like something bigger. Okay, so that's not as big as I thought it was going to be. How about, and I would like something with a lot of color, because this is just plain, it's kind of off-white or a light manila colored. This blackboard is super cute, and that would take up a lot of room. Oh, this is big. This little back-to-school owl here. That would take up probably the whole pocket. Let me see. Let's try that. Even though it's white, we might put some paper behind it, actually. See, that wouldn't look good on there, but it would look good if it had some paper behind it. So let's put that to the side. I'll put it upside down so it doesn't get stuck to my table. And see what I have these two. Well, that would look cute if I had a little bit of this over here. And then you have this over here, coordinating. And goes together. Let's see about that. So I'm going to cut a little piece right here on this second line and see how that looks. Yeah, that would look, I think that would be cute with a little bit of this over here. And we could do the same thing in the back if we want to. And I'm leaving a little border around this of the pocket. And then, so I need to cut about right, let me see, pencil. Yeah, there's a lot of trees around my house. Like when I'm at work, I don't really have a problem with the pollen because, I'm in my office, inside air conditioning office. But even so, there's not a lot of trees around my office building. I mean, there's trees. I mean, there's a lot of trees, but I don't work in a forest. I kind of live in a forest. So when I come home, I kind of get, even walking from my car into my house, I almost get pollen overload. I already had, when I came inside, I had to put some allergy eye drops in my eyes because my eyes started itching pretty badly, and I didn't want to be scratching them and making them worse, so I, went ahead and put some, let's see, which one is it? This one? Yeah. Let's see how this looks on that. Yeah, that'll be cute. Oh my goodness, that is cute. Just what we needed, a little color. Now, do I want them around the corners? I think I want to leave them squared off since this is squared off. I think it looks nice with the two squared off corners together. And since this is kind of, thick cardstock, I'm going to leave, use my Fabri-Tac, make sure it gets glued down nicely. That's a new bottle. It's coming out fast, so I got to be careful. But it's nice that it's coming out fast. Because my old one is coming out slow. I'm trying to use up. Okay, so yeah, if I sniff, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cough or sniff or anything, but you know, if you have allergies, I'm sure you understand. Okay. All right. I took allergy pills last Sunday and Monday morning, but I haven't taken any more all week because they make me feel bad. Like my allergies make me feel bad, and if I take allergy pill, it makes me feel bad. And my eyes aren't itching and my nose isn't running and I'm not coughing, but it still makes me feel bad. Can't win, right? All right. I like it. That is cute. Back to school, it says. Just so cute. Okay. Okay. Real quick, because I know this video is probably getting a little long. Let's do this one. Same way. And let's see. I'm trying to see my top of my pocket. Gotta grab a tissue. All right, there we go. Take care of the allergies. Okay. Let me see this real quick. I almost thought I saw something on the side that I need to cut off, but it's okay. There's nothing there. I'm just seeing things. All right, I want to leave my little border, and I'm trying to measure the top of this, so about right there. Let's cut that little bit off. I just see my pencil mark now. There. Okay. All right, let's see how we did. Yep, that looks good. Okay. See, doesn't that look nice? You don't have to coordinate everything, but it just you know, it just is happening. It just happens sometimes, especially when you work with a scrap of paper collection kit like this. It just happens. If you're just sticking to the same color, it doesn't have to be a scrapbook paper collection. Maybe you just picked out some scrapbook papers, odds and ends, that happen to have the same colors in them. You know, it just happens. Okay, let's pick out one more sticker for this one. And do we have one? Let's see what we like here. I don't want another one that says back to school. There's another one that says back to school right there. We could just go with a little label like this, or this one's going to be too tall. I love school. Now on this one we could put the little apple and the little books. Maybe we'll try that. Put the little apple. I mean the little books. And we'll try the apple. We'll see. I like the books. I like that book idea. So let's do the books. Let's do the books. Let's see. How do they have it like this? Like they're laying down. I like the way they had it sitting. So something like that. Has a little belt around it, like the old-fashioned. I don't know if they really ever, I think they maybe did actually do that back. I mean, I think I saw that. Didn't they do that on Little House on the Prairie? Back in the Little House on the Prairie days. Didn't they have a little, if you watched that show? And I don't know about the apple. It looked cute over there. I like it down here. I really like it a lot down there. Don't you? I do. I do. Let me just see, make sure that there's nothing we want to set it on. You know, like if we put it on something, like a little, what is this right here? That says name. Could set it on there. Or this says student. Anything else that we want to set it on? This is, oh, I already used that. That's gone. Okay, I think just, I don't want to overthink it or anything or take too long to pick something out. So this says student, and this is cute right here. First place, a little kind of tiny little label right there, little circular label. But that's too tiny. This or this. I think let's go with this. This has more red, more of the color, red and blue, than, I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on here. Try not to put too much. There we go. Just a little dab. So it's a tiny thing. It says student on it. And then we'll set the apple on that. Kind of wanted to set the apple on something, you know. Looks like it needs to be sitting on something. Like it's sitting on a desk, sitting on a label. And so I guess you can write something on there if you wanted to. Okay, a little dab on here on the apple. And the apple will be sitting on the label. And I've got a string of glue there. Cute. Let me make sure. Seems like the apple might be a little crooked there. There we go. I like it. I like it. Cute, right? I think it's cute. Okay. All right, we got to stop there because I'm sure we're out of time as far as, you know, I don't want the video to be long. I could go on for another couple hours here, but I'm sure you don't want to sit here for another couple hours. So stay tuned for the next steps. I want to add some more pages. So you know how I did the pages. I don't think you need to watch me cut any more pages. Like, you know, y'all said, a lot of you said I want to watch every single part of you creating this journal. So I'm going to put the pages in and then I'll come back and put the trims on with you, okay? Whatever trims I decide to use on like the side of the pages over here. We'll do that together next, I promise. So I'll see you in that video. Make sure you come back and see that. So, because you wanted to see it, so I'm doing it. So make sure you come back to see it. And I will see you then. Have a great day.